Hey guys, Boomer here. Just taking a walk in this winter wonderland that we have. You see, and that's why we're not on two wheels. Don't like February, never have. But it's been a rough couple of weeks. I had a riding buddy named Wayne. He had a 1985 Honda V65 Magna, the legendary bike. And he was my riding buddy. We put down a lot of miles together. And he passed away on the 27th of January, stomach cancer. And it was quick from diagnosis to when he passed. It was only a little over 2 weeks. I mean, he knew something was wrong before that, and they did scope, endoscopy, or whatever, and they said no pathology, and then it just got worse from there, and they went, oh yeah, you have stomach cancer. So anyway, gonna miss him. What I wanted to do on the channel was to have him talk about the V65. Gotta tell you, he was a small guy, about 5'5", 5'6", 130 pounds. He couldn't flat foot the bike. He had to be on his tippy toes because that Magna has somewhere around a 30-inch seat height. And he rode that thing like a jockey. Quite a guy. Anyway, one other thing that I wanted to talk about is again, your perception of your surroundings. My wife and I, and hopefully you'll meet her pretty soon, we were on an expressway, and a pickup truck passed us on the left in the fast lane at a higher rate of speed, faster than he should have been going for sure. And he had some kind of a load of something in the bed of his pickup truck, and it was right towards the back end of the truck, past the axles, and that's really not the way to load a truck like that. You want it over the axles or up towards the nose. But at any rate, and I drove a truck for the better part of 10 years steady, and then another 8 years after that in management for transportation companies, so I know how to load a truck. At any rate, these were 40, 50-pound bags of something. It could have been mulch, it could have been salt, I don't know what it was, but the thing was, as soon as he went past us, I pointed to Lori, or pointed to the truck, and I said to Lori, you know, if I were on a bike, and in hindsight even a car, I said I would not want to be behind this guy because of this load, and there was plastic flapping in the breeze, and the load looked like it had shifted, and it was kind of at a weird angle. And I said, I remember seeing once a guy on a motorcycle on an expressway following a guy towing a boat, and in the bed of the boat there was like a blow up, whether it was a diving platform or who knows what it was, but anyway, that broke free. Flew out of the boat, and this guy was riding his bike behind this pickup truck, and he hit it, and they went down. And fortunately, he got up. Now I don't know if he was injured, if the injuries were minor, because you know, if you go down on a bike, you get injured, you are in a state of shock, and sometimes it takes a little while for you to realize just how injured you are. But at any rate, I said to Lori, I would not want to be following this guy if I was on a bike. And no sooner did I say that than a bag of whatever it was fell off of the load he was carrying and hit the road and broke open, and it was sliding down the road as we went past. And again, I don't know what it was, but whatever the contents were, the bag broke open and were kind of going down the road as well. And you really have to be aware of your surroundings when you're riding and driving for that matter, but it's even more important on a bike. look at what's ahead of you, look at what's around you, realize what lane you want to be in. And if I were on a bike and I found myself following this pickup truck with that load in the bed stacked high like that, it was probably, I know that I'm sure they were on a pallet, probably 5 feet high, wrapped in the shrink wrap. And sure enough, one of those bags came off and hit the roadway. Now imagine if I had been following that pickup truck on a bike. That could have been not real pretty. So awareness of your surroundings is crucially important. Make good decisions when you're on a bike, and it will keep you on two wheels a lot longer for sure, safely. So anyway, that was about it. I wanted to let you know about my buddy Wayne, and I don't know what's going to happen to his bikes. I wish I could buy it. You know, I mean, that bike is legendary, but not to mention the memories of riding with Wayne and that bike. So I don't know what's going to happen. I was thinking if I could somehow still do a video on that bike, I would like to, because yeah, do a little research on the Honda V65 Magna, the VF 1100. Crazy, insane, fast motorcycle. And that's not what we're about here, hopefully, except when it's right and proper, like on a track or something. We don't want to go out on the expressway and do 115, 120 miles an hour just to say we did it. That's not safe, that's not smart. But having said that, this bike certainly could get out of its own way. I have a little piece of cremation jewelry that's shaped like a motorcycle, and I had the permission of Wayne's wife Kathy and daughter Bridget to put a little bit of his cremated remains in that little motorcycle jewelry, and I have it strapped to my intruder. So no matter where I go, a piece of Wayne will be with me. I know he won't, but a piece of him will be. I told Lori, you know, maybe he's riding the highways in heaven. And I don't think so. I don't think we're riding motorcycles in heaven. But what I do think is possible is that the feeling of freedom and exhilaration that you get in riding a motorcycle would be magnified beyond compare in heaven. So maybe that's what he's experiencing right now. Don't know. Let's take a quick look. Man, winter wonderland. Yuck. If you like snow, good on you. Now I'm like Australian or something. Good on you, mate. I don't like snow. Never have. In fact, I prefer the cold over the snow. My wife prefers the snow over the cold. Jack Sprat, right? So anyway, I would like to say ride safe, ride often. I don't know where all of my subscribers live. If you're living down south somewhere where you're riding, then yeah, ride safe, ride often. If you're up here in the frozen tundra of Michigan or anywhere up north, hang on, spring's coming. Until next time, well, I always say ride safe, ride often, so I'll say it anyway. Until next time, bye for now.